Okay, I suppose we can start, right? Okay, so thank you very much. I would welcome all the participants to this session. So this session is about a Maritime Center of Excellence. So it will be a little bit what do we do, who we are, and some key aspects of and focuses that we are addressing in part of the technology that basically we are in. So just a couple of words about the Maritime Center of Excellence, who we are, what do we do. Maybe for some of you that didn't have a chance basically to contribute yesterday, Maritime Center of Excellence is a part of a Lursen Group Croatia. We are belonging to the multidisciplinary engineering, research and development part of the business of the group, with the focuses on the technologies around the maritime. What else we have a kind of in our portfolio, you will see, I would say, in the following slides, but some of the key aspects as well on the project management and system integration. We divide our focus areas on the three major aspects. One is the advanced digital technologies, another one is the hydrogen and advanced ship technologies, and the third one is the energy management and environmental management. When it comes to the advanced digital technologies, we are under the pillar of the project that we are executing in the moment, and you will see a little bit about this one in the next slide. It's called Digital and Smart Marina of the Future. We are contributing to the building of the new marina area in Croatia, in Rijeka. And as you will see, all the digital technologies that we want to kind of present finally in the global market are as well presented in the concrete Marina Rijeka. The second pillar in the middle is the hydrogen and the advanced ship technology pillar, mainly driven by the two things. One is the alternative propulsions, the second one is the autonomous ships. Both we see as a kind of a major focus of the maritime shipbuilding industry at the moment. When it comes to the alternative propulsions, one of the key areas where we are focusing is the hydrogen. And you will see the initiatives that we are part of, and where we are basically driving the market and Croatian market at the moment. Then the second one is the autonomous ships. Autonomous ships are becoming kind of a big deal basically for the ship industry. There are many kind of reasons why autonomous basically is being pushed by the society. But at the end of the day, it's very similar like the initiatives in a car and automotive industry. But let's say like this, they're just starting kind of a later now in a time frame. Last but not the least, energy pillar. I think we have a kind of we divided the energy pillar on the what we are calling as alternative energy areas, plus the environmental and green areas. In the energy areas for the alternative energy sources, we are focusing at a moment, I would say, on the kind of big oil and gas projects in the region, supporting those big projects. And on the environmental area, you will see we are providing a couple of solutions and developing those solutions basically and explicitly for the maritime sector. A little bit more about the advanced digital technologies and the project that I was mentioning a few minutes ago. So the reference points is Marina Rijeka. You can see the output, how this Marina Rijeka, for some of you from the region, that you understand how this looks like at the moment. This is far away, I would say, from this kind of a look. So it will be complete reshape, rebuilt of the existing area to the new modern marina. Some features about the marina: it's a 230 vessel berths and 500 new parking spaces, and with a complete new retail and shopping zone. and the old accommodation basically for the tourists. We are contributing to this project together with a few partners, and I would say one of the key ones are ATSI and Gitone, the companies that are kind of from one side investing, but as well developing the whole area. So what exactly we are contributing in can be summarized like this. So I already mentioned it should be kind of the marina of the future. By kind of a short scan at the moment, global wise, we don't see any marina with the capabilities that we are planning to inject into the marina. Maybe one important aspect that I didn't mention basically on the slide before is that marina should be live and in working condition in the June 2025. What gives us kind of a good timing for introducing all of these technologies. Some of them are available, some of them are still to be done and developed. And in those areas that are basically still to be done and developed, we have our basic research ongoing. So just to kind of name some of them, the whole operational center of the marina will be driven by the technology in the behind of the digital twins. The digital twins as such will enable all the asset and process collaborations in the marina, and will enable some sort of the features that are kind of mentioned as well here, like energy management, mobility and logistics management, and the real-time booking management. When it comes to the digital innovation solutions, there are quite some of them, but to mention one that somehow we are as well creating in a basic research and design is the ship recognition, and based on the ship recognition, a collaboration with the reservations of the berth in the real time. We believe that somehow this kind of a solution will present the new innovative aspects that we don't see at the moment, as I mentioned, in any other marina. Then when it comes to the green technology, marinas is supposed to be completely sustainable with no impact on the environment. So we are at the moment as well measuring the impact on environment, and the idea is after the marina will be kind of alive, there will, in the first place, in a phase 0, there shouldn't be any impact on environment. But that's not the point basically where we should start. The point of having a fully sustainable marina is that some sort of a circular economy and waste management KPIs should be maintained and should be reduced. So as part of our solutions, we are offering as well complete waste management suite that should somehow support sustainability of marina. Another big aspect that is very much important for us is once when we have a basically digital and green marina ongoing, it shouldn't be kind of a separate part of the society. So one big aspect is that that we need to kind of a secure integration with the smart city of Rijeka. This means that all of the collaboration points between the city and marina should be secured. At the end, I think all of these digital horizons that we are mentioning will impact most probably as well the safety and security. So we have to basically be concerned by that, and we have to secure this one. So there should be zero kind of a tolerance to the safety and security challenges and issues. So we are including this aspect as well as part of the solution delivery. Last but not least, with all of these devices and with all of these things that basically we are putting here for the first time, it is kind of just a mentioning that the whole Internet of the Things stack will come here basically as well, kind of managed centrally. Some of the things are basically mentioned, so smart pedestals, EV chargers, and the smart bins. What is kind of instrumental and interesting basically about those 3 that you see on the list, it will be that basically all 3 of them will be industrial designed to the marina. So it will not be just another basically IoT devices that you are kind of able to see at the moment in the marinas in Croatia and in the region, but it will be first time that we know will be designed according to the marina design. Okay. When it comes to the hydrogen already mentioned, so we are part of the larger initiatives at the moment sponsored heavily basically by the European Union. One of the largest initiatives basically in the region is the North Adriatic Hydrogen Valley. This is the second hydrogen valley in the Europe, and this second one that is contributing basically with the partners from Italy, Croatia, and Slovenia will be the biggest one at the moment in Europe. So what we are contributing with is the kind of a development of the complete new ferry that will serve the purpose basically of the ferry service in Croatia. It's a 300 passenger ship capacity, and it will be pure hydrogen. So what is else very symptomatic basically for this kind of a project is that, as some of you might know, there is a challenge of the hydrogen infrastructure part. So we are as well contributing to the same project with the infrastructure solution for the onshore services when it comes to the new ferry on the hydrogen. I already mentioned, so you can see some of the partners, but the initiative of the North Adriatic Hydrogen Valley is much bigger. So we at the moment are discussing about approximately 30 to 50 partners, from which I would say the main kind of partners in Croatia are as well big corporates. And same basically is in Slovenia and the North Italy that is involved here. From the perspective of the maritime industry, we are not alone in this one. So there are kind of a partners as well from the Slovenia and Italy as a kind of a very large shipyards that are as well involved in this one. And one of them, together with Lursen, is the Fincantieri from Italy, that is as well contributing to the project. What is one more time interesting to mention, as there is no kind of study about the needs of the hydrogen at the moment. Our first working package when it comes to this delivery of these projects that you saw will be to analyze and to develop the kind of concrete document that will show and explain all the needs where the hydrogen in operational perspective could be used in the maritime sector in Croatia. The second pillar have been basically focusing on one more thing, and this is autonomous ships. This is like a little bit about the autonomous ship concept that I was mentioning. So what it is in general. So we are focusing on the full autonomy concept. So for some of you that might know, the autonomy has a different kind of a concepts of autonomy. From which this full autonomy belongs to the basically what we call layer 4 autonomy, where there is no remote control, but basically the ship functions basically is completely autonomous ship concept. One of the commercial aspects of this one, and one of the commercial application that we are already kind of pushing to be available in Marina Rijeka, will be autonomous taxi. Autonomous taxi, for example, we already know they are existing, and they are kind of already European cases where autonomous taxis would basically make the change. And from our perspective, we are pushing a similar aspect developed by the Croatian engineers, first of all, the Croatia, and then for the market. When it comes to the development, we are very much known basically as a novel company that we know how to produce the ships. But I think the new thing here is that somehow we are focusing completely on the software part to produce the complete software suite to enable the autonomy on the ship. Coming back to the energy and the environment part, to which basically I mentioned at the beginning, we have two pillars. First one is the let's call it oil and gas segment, where we have built in the last couple of years quite decent number of the projects. One of the recent one that we are contributing is as well in Croatia, where we are contributing to the development of the new oil platforms gas platforms, basically for the needs of the Central Europe that INA is investing in. So our people and engineers are helping in the project engineering management part, giving consultancy there. From the other side, we are contributing with the new aspects around Europe as well for the wind energy source and how we can basically leverage out of the wind. So the whole baseline about the engineering is to support the first kind of a planning engineering phases, and after that somehow to give a support as well to the development of those one and the operational part of the same. Coming back to the environmental technologies, I already mentioned at the beginning that we are really working on solutions. Here is not like just a consultancy, like in a section for the oil and gas, but these are like physical components. So the first one, the need for the first one was a kind of an obvious during the coronavirus situations. There was a huge portion of the hazardous waste coming out of the hospitals and the kind of military institutions that were handling the waste at that time. And we developed quite a revolutionary product that is now spread around the world, and our kind of I would say activity in Croatia was focusing how to push this product, I would say, to the maritime usage. So here we did quite some of the studies, and there are already ships basically having this component, I would say, on the ship for the hazardous material sterilization. And I think what is kind of a unique about that solution is there is no any environmental impact by handling the hazardous material sterilization. Then the second one is the plasma usage, so the high temperature for kind of a concept for destroying the kind of difficult waste to be recycled. I think what is, I would say, crucial about this one is as well that all the residuals are kind of green, so we are not kind of making any impact by using the plasma gasification process. And I would say the application for this one would be as well something that would be kind of used. It's not being used at the moment on the large ships, except some of the military ships that we know. But I think for this kind of an application, our target area was the recycling part of the city of Rijeka, where this kind of process would adapt and I would say extend the capabilities of the recycling plant in Rijeka, for example. But could be used as well with a study for any other city. Two others, I think, quite important globally. Both of them are basically at the moment strong focus of the circular economy. First one is the red mud concept. For everywhere where you have aluminium production, you have a residual that is called the red mud. This is a very contaminating residual. So for the years, it was a kind of a pretty big challenge how you recycle it and how you recycle it without the impact on the environment. So based on our in-house development, we have an innovation technology basically for the red mud processing to get the kind of iron oxide and clay out of that. And iron oxide and clay both are basically the residuals that can kind of be pushed through the circular economy to other productions, what kind of gives kind of big benefit for every single basically area where the red mud kind of contamination exists. We are at the moment rather think more or less the Middle East with a solution, because the Middle East is the kind of the biggest worldwide producer of the aluminium at the moment. Last but not the least, lithium-ion battery recycling. These are the kind of things that somehow we are all becoming aware of that, because with electrification in the industry, there will be huge portions of the batteries basically being stored after the kind of life cycle use. And they are kind of a very short word. They are very big kind of, they can be big environmental impact from perspective of the storing them. So our approach is a little bit different. So we are giving to the materials from the batteries the second life. So what we developed the process for the recycling of the big industry batteries, and to get basically the materials like lithium out of that one, and to give basically to the lithium the second life, and to send lithium back to the production of the batteries. So more or less, this is all when it comes to the Maritime Center of Excellence scan. For some of you basically want to ask more, there is a space for the collaboration, and that you can kind of on our space leave your chat questions. And I will be presenting as well some of the main challenges when it comes to the basic research that we have in Maritime Center of Excellence in 3:30 today. So welcome to join to that one as well. So thank you very much. And if there is any questions, I will be able to reply them in the next minutes via the chat. Thank you very much.